If you've ever watched Swoozie, then you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. You know those people that remotely ignore you just because they can? Yeah, that happens to me all the time. My old friend and I used to talk a lot. We would always have a conversation to make back in the 8th grade, but as soon as we reached high school, we dropped to a whole different level. Now in our sophomore year, we have nothing to talk about and have like no common interest whatsoever. And whenever I text him, it's automatically ignored. Guys don't ever text each other unless they need something or they ask something important, especially in my family. None of us keep in contact for too long. The truth is that we mostly talk. The truth is that we mostly talk to girls, so that's because normally a girl always has something to talk about and you never get bored. Usually. You guys all know Cora, right? From the Rose series. Yes, she is a real person. Don't look her up. She is a 100% great example of that. However, I feel like most dudes don't know the signs to a woman who is like sad or upset or worried about something. It's like completely oblivious to them. And here's how I know. Because whenever I ask what's wrong, I get the same repetitive answer. Nothing. As if I don't know already that you text me one-word answers isn't catching the obvious. If something is wrong, tell me. Don't just sugarcoat it over and over again. Not every guy is going to say something like, okay, never mind, and walk away from the conversation. This is why texting is the worst way to express how a person is feeling. But since every teenager I know holds a phone with them, it's like the only way to truly express how you feel. Does that sound right to you? Back onto my rant about texting. Now I can sort of understand if you're actually busy. Believe it or not, there are people that say they're busy, but they aren't actually busy. They just don't feel like being bothered, either by anyone or more specifically, you. That's usually when I begin to question the friendships that I build with these people. Here's how a conversation would go for me. Now, already there's a flaw in this conversation. The person I'm talking to hasn't even asked me how I'm doing. Yes, I'm not the most important person in the world, but come on. You gotta have at least some decency to take 2.5 seconds to ask how the person you're talking to is doing. At that point, I just stopped talking to the person. There is no actual reason not to have a decent conversation with a friend. So in my mind, if you text me like this person just did, I'm already putting you into my mental list of people that I'm considering never to speak to again, unless I actually care about you. Then you get the strikes. And don't say I'm not fair, because chances are if you're having a rough day, I know. I can feel it. I can feel it. And if I ask you what's wrong and you answer with nothing, then that's a little something I like to call lying. If you really think I don't care about how you're feeling in the moment that we're texting each other, then why would I ask? Texting in general is just something, it's just a thing people do. And as much as I hate the idea of it being the only way for teenagers to communicate nowadays, it's something I have gotten used to. And yes, I am a teenager too, but I'm an old school teenager. I grew up listening to people like Marvin Gaye, the OJs, and even the Bee Gees. I didn't touch a real phone until I was 14, and even now being able to touch the screen, I still don't know how to use most of the tools on it. Ask anyone I know, they laugh at me for it. Having said that, I've had 2 phones in the last 3 years, and I still have not figured out what the Snapchat logo is meant for. Moral of the story, stop ignoring me. Stop leaving me on that scene thing where the logo pops up. I don't know, like your profile picture just like pops down, and that's how you know that they've seen the message. Because the next time a person does that, I'm actually going to text you and tell you to lose my number or block me, because I refuse, I repeat, refuse to be friends with someone who feels that I do not deserve 2.5 seconds of your time. Hey, what's up fam? T Ivory is back with the life story animations. I'm doing a little YouTube channel improvement. Reason for that is because I want to get the channel ready for 2,000 subscribers, man. Even though it's not the biggest milestone, it's another step towards that 10K. And everyone knows that that goal is very special to me. If you like today's life story, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'll be replying to comments tomorrow afternoon. Next animation drops sometimes next week. I love you. I'll see you again soon. Right out the gate, I'm on a roll. Stay on my toes, asking me froze.